Do your flowers look like this, where the stupid deer keep tearing them up? Good gracious. Make them look like that. And let me show you, I have the solution right here, guys. Today's video is all about how to keep deer out of your garden, your flower beds, and keep them from destroying your beautiful plants like these black-eyed Susans. Those are awesome. I treated them. These aren't. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Stoney Ridge, farm Stoney Ridge, Stoney Ridge farm. Woo!
Are deer taking your garden over? Yes. Are deer eating all your fruit trees? Yes. Are deer eating your hostas, your flowers in front of your home, all around your flower bed? It's that time of year, guys, and everything's blooming, everything's beautiful, and everything tastes awesome to the deer. Today's video is going to show you how I keep the deer out of my garden here, and how I keep, with this secret sauce right here, the deer away from my fruit trees and my flower gardens and my flower beds. And this stuff really works. I was skeptical and it stinks bad. It smells like rotten, horrible. Let's have some fun. Give you some garden tips. All right, guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. If this is your first time or your 50 millionth time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'd love to have you back here on the farm with me. This is a 150-acre first-generation farm and a homestead. I like to grow my own food, and this is the TV garden. I call it the TV garden because it's pretty enough for TV. We've got tomatoes, we've got cucumbers, we've got several different types of peppers, all sorts of stuff in this garden, and the deer used to devour this garden until I figured out this deer fence idea. And I got this, I believe it's from the University of Iowa, and I kind of made it my own. I modified the idea a little bit to suit myself. So this is a solar fence charger, and I'll put a link to the solar fence charger in the video description. It won't be this same one because it's outdated, it's old, and I don't like it, okay? But a solar fence charger is super awesome and super handy. It doesn't just work during the day. It charges a little battery and it sends a pulse of electricity out. This is how I keep the deer out. So this is called poly wire, and these are called step-in posts, okay? Each one of these step-in posts is 3 feet apart. This is how I did it. And you can get these at your local Walmart, Tractor Supply, wherever you want to go. But it's simple enough. I can post links for you down the video description if you like. So I've got one line right here on the outside, and that line is about 2.5 to 3 feet high. That's Randy the rooster. This one is at the same height right here. Now, if you want to get really obsessive, you want to try to keep rabbits and stuff out, you could run another one down low if you've got a rabbit or a groundhog problem. They don't like touching that nose to that little wire and it goes zap, not So the way I do this is I run 2 lines around the outside of my garden. That somehow puts some sort of 3-dimensional barrier in the deer's head, and it can't seem to negotiate to jump this fence. Deer don't like to jump straight over. They like to jump at an angle, and I think that the deer feel like they're gonna get caught up in this fence, and they just seem to avoid it at all cost, okay? Now I will say this, the straighter your fence, the more likely you will be to get more deer in your garden. So if you can zigzag that fence just a little bit, it's not very intrusive, it's not very ugly, but just run 2 lines all the way around your garden with some poly braid and some step-in post and a nice good electric fence charger, either a solar charger or one you can plug into your house. Randy won't shut up. Randy and I have a bit of a disagreement going on right now. Randy, what you doing, boy? So that's how I keep deer out of the garden. It's super simple, super easy. I'll also post a modified version of this at the end of this video so that you guys have that modified version. It's a little more complex, but it still accomplishes the same thing. This works. This has worked for quite some time for me. I'm super happy with it. And so is Randy. So not one deer has entered this garden since I put this fence up, and it daggone well works. It's pretty cool. Now let's move on to the second thing that I have found that keeps deer out. This, we got to get away from Randy. He won't shut up. So let's go on over here to the fruit trees and show you real quick. Do not spray this stuff in the wind if you are downwind, because it smells like pure rotten funk. I don't even know what it smells like. It smells like something bad happened and nobody found it for 3 weeks. This is called Liquid Fence Deer and Rabbit Repellent, harmless to plants. This is not sponsored at all. It repels deer and rabbits. That's what it says right there. Probably repels groundhogs too, but simply enough, you simply spray this stuff. Oh, it smells so bad. It just got me. Don't spray it on a windy day, I'm telling you. Spray this stuff in your fruit trees, and I'll show you an example of what's going on here on the farm. So this is a beautiful apple tree right here, and this is an apple tree also. Let's get this guy out of here. This apple tree is taking damage from deer. The deer have simply chewed all of the limbs off of that apple tree. Not cool. Here's how you do it. Here's how you apply it. Just spray it right onto the tree itself. Just like that. That will keep the deer away until it rains, okay? So it's not foolproof. It's not gonna work forever. It's something you're gonna have to reapply, and this also works on larger fruit trees, just like this guy right here, or smaller trees like that, or these little walnut trees that I planted just about a year ago, and the deer, you can see they were nibbling them down until I got the spray. And all I do, and you soak the ground kind of around the tree also, and what your goal is here is to just turn that deer's nose inside out. Just make it purely stink. If you get this on you, it does wear off after in about an hour or something like that. So your neighbors won't think that you're a filthy, nasty person. I'm gonna show you real quick how I treat this tree. Simply enough, the wind's blowing this way. If you're worried about the wind, get behind it for sure. Go out on a calm day, okay? Just spray your tree just like so. Get all the way around it. Just like that. And get the ground around the tree also, okay? Rabbits will eat the bark of your fruit tree, so it's important to catch the bottom of your fruit tree also. Now, I've got fruit trees all over the farm, guys, and this absolutely works. These little fledgling trees like this need love, and they need attention, and simply hitting them with a little bit of this, what I call deer fart spray, works so good. It does not harm the plant any whatsoever. I've seen no issues whatsoever with the plant. And again, I'll spray a little bit on the ground. If you're worried about them getting in your garden, just go around the edge of your garden and do the same darn thing. Give it a good spray. I'm telling you, this stinks so bad. It just smells so bad, but after about an hour, that really pungent, strong smell goes away. You can't hardly smell it, but the deer are really ultra sensitive to it. Is honestly, make this the deer's worst nightmare, man. Just make it his worst nightmare. It smells so bad. You can order this on Amazon. Again, this ain't sponsored. I want to help you. I want you to have success in your garden. We're gonna go up here to the flower beds in front of my house now. I don't know how brazen the deer are at your place, but they will come up and just gobble this up, even with the dog on the front porch. All I do, again, is just soak these plants down. You don't have to put a heck of a lot on them, but I will say, out from your flower bed, probably 2 or 3 feet, it doesn't hurt to spray the grass. What you're trying to do here is get that deer to turn its nose up as soon as it walks in your yard and get it the heck out of there. Deer are browsers. They are not grazers. In other words, deer don't want to go out and just graze grass. They browse. They eat a little of this and a little of that, a little of this and a little bit of that. The smell will ease off a little bit. I know it smells really bad, but just trust me guys, this stuff really works. I didn't read the absolute directions to this, but if you peel that back, I guess there's a bunch of stuff that, in case you get it on your eyes, and how to dispose of it and how to store it. I store it right out here on my front porch. I wouldn't put it in my garage. It stinks. In case this thing busts, you may never get that smell out of your garage, but it really, really works, guys. Thank you all so much. I hope this helps you keep the stinking deer out your stinking garden. Let's have a little bit of fun, spraying down all the fruit trees, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Bring your kids, we're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
With a little bit of this, what I call deer fart spray, pure rotten funka funk. Randy, bro.
Woo!
Randy.